The print, 15th of March 2024, the message of Modi's upcoming visit to Bhutan is, "We stand with you." Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Bhutan next week to reaffirm New Delhi's commitment to Thimpu amid border negotiations with China that could have a strategic bearing on India. The meaning is crystal clear. When asked why Modi is visiting Bhutan, a government source responded, "We stand with you." According to the source, Bhutan has a new government in place, and Modi's visit will reaffirm India's great admiration for its neighbor. The visit will reinforce that we have unique military, diplomatic, and economic ties with Bhutan that set us apart from any other nation, a second source stated. According to the sources, Modi would travel to Bhutan on March 21 and spend the night there because turbulence and clouds prevent planes from leaving Paro in the afternoon. They further stated that Modi's visit was formalized during the current tour to India by Dasho Tshering Tobgay, the next Prime Minister of Bhutan. At their meeting on Thursday night, the Prime Ministers discussed the advancements made in several sectors of their bilateral collaboration, including the development of infrastructure, connectivity, energy, hydropower cooperation, people-to-people exchanges, and development cooperation. They underlined their determination to fortify Bhutan and India's unique friendship. According to an official release, the visiting Prime Minister expressed how much he values India's partnership as a dependable, trustworthy, and respected partner in Bhutan's development priorities. Tobgay invited Prime Minister Modi to visit Bhutan the following week on behalf of His Majesty the King of Bhutan. What do the discussions between China and Bhutan mean to India? In January, Army Chief General Manoj Pandey stated that his army keenly observed the border negotiations between Thimpu and Beijing and that India and Bhutan share similar security concerns. In addition to forging diplomatic relations, China and Bhutan have decided to expedite the negotiations for boundary demarcation and delimitation. These negotiations will impact India's strategic interests because the discussed area is near India's borders with Bhutan and may end up under Chinese influence. China and Bhutan were on the verge of settling the Doklam dispute, as the print was the first to report in January 2019. The working border between the two nations was the Chinese holding line in the disputed area. Although a formal agreement on this matter has not yet been signed, China already controls the region and has established several dual-use settlements close to the triangular intersection with India on Bhutanese territory. As the print revealed in October, China asserts territorial claims over about 764 square kilometers in northwest and central Bhutan. This conflict dates back to the 1950s Chinese occupation of Tibet. China took over 8 Bhutanese enclaves in 1959 and refused to acknowledge the dividing line that separates Tibet and Bhutan. Since then, negotiations have been ongoing on 3 regions of dispute, the well-known Doklam area in West Bhutan and the Jakarlung and Pasamlung areas in North Bhutan. In 2017, there was a standoff between China and India at Doklam. China claimed possession of the Soktang Wildlife Sanctuary near Arunachal Pradesh, located in eastern Bhutan, following the standoff with India. India views this as a ploy to pressure Bhutan, given that China is prepared to relinquish its claim to the sanctuary in exchange for Thimpu's cooperation in handing up Doklam. Doklam is a plateau roughly 89 square kilometers and less than 10 kilometers wide. India is strategically interested in this plateau because it overlooks the Siliguri corridor, a gateway to the northeast. China had begun constructing a road in Doklam and had taken control of tiny areas of territory there since the late 1990s. It started building a road in 2017 leading to the strategically significant Jampheri ridgeline. On June 18, 2017, Indian soldiers entered the region and formed a human wall to block Chinese laborers and earth excavators from working on construction projects.